Good morning, afternoon, and night, everyone around the world. Web 2, Web 3. Welcome, guys, to the Nico Morning Show, episode 3, season 5, episode 3. Today, we have with us a Web 3 plug, a legend in the space. He's doing something really, really good and something benefits humanity. So, we will be talking about it. I am your host, Sus, and we are your host, Sus and Nono. Web3 plug, welcome, man. Happy to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I didn't know the intro was so jazzy.
It's a jazz relaxing team, because it's pretty early for Nono. It's like 3 a.m. I think it's there, and it's
It's
4 p.m.
2:11.
for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's kinda morning across other part of the world. So we try, it's just stick to the morning theme on it. But yeah, man, happy to have you really here. And no, I know he's still awake, doing some Web3 work. So man, thank you guys so much for all the efforts. But Web3 plug, man, just a fast intro. How did you started your journey in near? How did you come here? How did you create it, potluck and all of this? Just a fast intro about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I started my journey in Near. Actually, the first time I interacted with Near, I was doing kind of some climate hackathons. I started an org called Programmers back in the day, and we used to do a lot of hackathons. I reached out to kind of carbon neutral blockchains, and the only one that was around at the time was Near. That's kind of how I first got into Near. Then I built a lot of NFT related stuff, like some people might know about Genodrop. I came a lot in doing stuff in the Solana ecosystem. I really love their hacker houses and how they kind of built the culture there. And so, yeah, we actually started like the near hacker houses, and then met along with Cameron, and then we started a bunch of hubs around the U.S. and then formed Banyan Collective, and then been doing a lot of like DevRel stuff, working with builder groups, working with teams, a lot of ecosystem work, and building products. So it's been years, maybe 2.5 years involved in near particularly Web3 and crypto for way longer. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of a came in came
Yeah.
in kind of engaging, building, and then doing a lot of eco related work.
Okay, man. What's the biggest thing about Pollock that gets you excited and like in the tech for good stuff? What's the biggest thing about it that really gets you going?
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, until Potluck, there was no way for me to even support public goods or even any project on Near directly. It was all top down. Hey, we have all these DAOs and these funding mechanisms through councils or Near Foundation, and it was
Mhm.
all really just top down. But I think with Potluck, we're not only allowing direct donations, but even like quadratic funding coming up, and then
Yeah.
integrating with social and really allowing people to support their favorite projects and then track them as they go just to begin with.
hmm So it'd be like a near version of GitHub ish.
It's a little bit like I would say it's kind of like near version of Gitcoin, Giveth,
hmm
Hypercerts,
hmm
Lens, Safe, and the DAOs all put together,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and a little bit of kind of like a traditional venture model. And I'll kind of go a little backstory on how exactly why we decided to build this, and then
Yeah. It'd
just
be
there.
great.
And so we wanted to really like I was saying, I kind of got into Near because it was like a very carbon neutral blockchain. It was very impact oriented. I first started coming to meetups. We're doing stuff like Yoga DAO and beach cleanups, and it was a real kind of hippie vibe. And then lately, as we kind of came to onboarding consumer facing applications and really kind of the corporate Near came about, I felt like we were losing that in our culture. And I wanted to kind of create a community for impact, climate based projects. But I saw that there weren't that many left in the ecosystem, and
Mhm.
there was no way to support them or even find them and aggregate them. And so, yeah, we were deciding like how could we actually build a product that proliferates impact projects and helps sustain them throughout. And so that's kind of how we got started with that. But then, yeah, we contacted like Gitcoin, we contacted Hypersearch, contacted Giveth, and a lot of them are EVM based. And we even kind of volunteered to lend engineering resources. But for a lot of kind of EVM based applications, it's really not in their direct priority. So we realize we have to rebuild a lot of these contracts in Rust, rebuild a lot of these primitives, and also learn from what they did and kind of make it very composable from the start. So yeah, that was kind of like what it was. We wanted to kind of solve this problem and kind of do a cultural shift in the ecosystem. And then yeah, it manifested itself in a product.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Awesome. Seuss, what do you
Yeah.
got for me?
Six. I don't know. The number six is because I was chatting with one of our mod, but yeah, I think so. Just to make everyone understand a bit on what we are actually covering, potluck is, as you said, is like, I think the Gitcoin donor, right? And I think there was an app to something called DoraHack or something like this, also support the public goods and other stuff. So people will be able to go there and give donation to a project, or any public goods in the site, which you guys integrated in the bus, right?
Yeah, everything is completely Boss native. So there are a couple of actions right now in kind of the MVP one. And so for public goods, and this could be, it's a pretty broad definition, anything that benefits the public. It could be open source projects, it could be climate projects, decentralized science, communities in education, nonprofits, and traditional NGOs are kind of like the categories we first established for public goods. And we're really onboarding people we've known that done good work, especially in the near ecosystem. But when you create that project, not only are you creating a project, with us, your project information is actually on social.near. So it's your profile, and it also gets added to Near Horizon, which is like the near accelerator
Accelerator
platform.
program, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the beauty of Boss. We can kind of take different applications and then readily integrate them together. And so what it means to be Boss is outside of like integrating the social information, we actually built all the front end code on chain, and through you can access it on near.social, you can access it on near.org, or any of the like 50 plus gateways that currently are available. So we saw a lot of times, like especially with Gitcoin and other applications, it's like it took a while, around 5 years, for them to even kind of build a stack that was very forkable. Like how we're actually designing it is so anyone can fork our front end, anyone can fork our contracts, anyone can even compose different funding strategies outside of direct donations and quadratic funding. Get kind of added to our stack. So we're not just building a platform, we're building a permissionless way to allocate funding towards public goods.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. So a question. I'm looking at your site right now, and it says that the app in beta, it has not been audited yet, right? So, but let's talk before we go this one. I wanted to make this one clear for everyone. But does anyone will be able to launch in there, or do you guys have to go through process of like picking the right person that wanna launch in there? You don't just let anyone go there, right? Is there like a filtering process system, or do you guys do like one-on-one meeting, or anyone can just go and launch a campaign, for example?
Well, right now it's not necessarily campaign based. This is something that we want to mention. It is you create a project profile. And I'll go a little bit over kind of the roadmap. So we have a project registry. You can create a project, and when you do, it makes your profile across all these accounts. However, we have a way as an admin and as a DAO to actually filter and add people to the gray list, the rejected, or spam. This is because we saw things on like Near Horizon, individuals were like saying their projects. So we can flag things if it's inappropriate. It's still on chain on the registry. It's just we only filter by whitelisted projects. And additionally, in the future, we want to actually add different registries, so you can even have people and you can donate directly to people. But right now, we're actually kind of full head forward on how do we like launch quadratic funding. And so when quadratic funding launches, that's also going to be an admission process, where there is a round manager, we call a chef, because they're controlling the pot, and then they're accepting people from their project profile. So
Yeah.
Imagine like LinkedIn, where you have one click applies from your profile. That's the flow for future quadratic funding rounds. So yes, it does have a way for us to filter things, but initially you can get on it and it's permissionless. It's only after we have
Okay.
to flag it that we can get it off the registry.
So, what specifically is quadratic funding? Explain it to me like I don't know jack squat about jack squat.
Yeah, so quadratic funding, I mean, it's kind of the idea of match donations. So in traditional, if you're
Okay.
in America, in traditional like nonprofits, you may have, for example, a matched amount. So your company say, hey, if you donate this money to nonprofits, I'll match it. So there's already
Yeah.
kind of an existing idea in the Web2 space of, hey,
Mhm.
donations, I'm going to match it with corporate social responsibility or whatever, whatever. What quadratic funding does is companies put up a matching pool, and there's a certain amount of projects that are part of this matching pool. And instead of dollar for dollar matching it, which is kind of undemocratic. So if you have 100K, you could donate to your project so they get that 100K, and you're essentially buying that matching pool with your dollars. What quadratic funding is, and it kind of uses kind of quadratic invert. There's a formula for it, but basically
Mhm.
how it works is the more individual donations you get, the more of the pool that gets matched. So
Mm.
your dollar donation may get matched $9 if more individuals donate to it. So it's a kind of a way to basically pool external capital by more individuals to amplify donations against the matching pool for more than what
Mm.
that project would normally get.
Yeah.
This was originally written by kind of Vitalik, who is the Ethereum guy, and
Yeah.
then piloted across Gitcoin, and now other platforms like Giveth are doing it, and now Gitcoin's Grant Stack in the EVM space allows people to kind of permissionlessly run their own quadratic pools. And
Hmm.
so yeah, that's kind of the idea of it. And so I think it's a beautiful way to not only get projects, and this is something that people have been asking me. It's like, hey, is this just public goods on Near? No, this is public goods in general in the space. They could be coming from the Ethereum space. They could be coming from the NGO space, but we're using Near on the back end to facilitate these transactions. So that's kind of a crash course on public goods. And
Nice.
this is kind of the first funding mechanism or like allocation strategy that we'll be including into Potluck outside of direct donations with on-chain referrals.
That that was a great crash course. Thanks for running us through it. Zeus, what'd you think?
I think it's I was scrolling through it right now, as you guys see,
Yeah.
while Web3 Plug was talking about it, and I actually really listen. Gitcoin donor, I mean, it's massive because hey, it's built in Ethereum, you know. So
Mhm.
it's like for L2 and ETH people, but this one is pretty good for anyone who actually wanna support projects on Near. And
Mhm.
I saw couple of them as well. I saw like Shardog Grunge there. I saw
Marma
Bonnier
J.
Gaming and
Yeah.
Marma J is in there as well. So there is a lot of good names here. And also, if you want to support the public good, so I mean, for example, I enter a trade, I got few $100 from it. I don't mind going and donating something for the public good, and that's actually very good. I always like to share. You know, I do personally love to do things in real life, but in terms of digitalizing this thing is pretty good actually, because you will be able to reach a broader audience than just what you know around you, you know, or the, for example, the country you're here. So
Yeah.
pretty good, man. And I'm actually surprised that we don't have more, how do you say that, engagement through it from the Near community, because I think this is actually a very good idea, to be honest. And you can see
Yeah.
here, this is the stats is updated, right, which is a 203 donation, 46 unique donors with a $335 in total contributed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
was. Go ahead.
and again, this is directly from on-chain stats. This is actually how we're looking at our other stats. We're being kind of very transparent, and we did kind of launch our first kind of official MVP around NearCon and have been heads down building. Again, this is all open source. So if you go to potluck.io/backlog, you can actually see us like doing a lot of these tasks. I wanted to kind of delineate. It's like there there is kind of the initial MVP. Hey, let's get quadratic funding on Near. But Near is the blockchain for usability and onboarding different users into the space. And there's a lot of primitives we have to tackle, like as a result of this. But kind of our main priorities coming up outside of getting quadratic funding out is actually, first of all, we have to invent our own civil resistance, and we're actually doing that on a contract-based level, working with different kind of identity providers in a more decentralized way. So that's something about quadratic funding is like if a bunch of people donate $1 and it's all from like one account that like has made a bunch of different accounts, they'll essentially game the system. So we're kind of developing that bot technology to prevent that. But at the same time, we're heavily considering, hey, how do I make this mobile friendly and easy as possible for users to onboard? So outside of the Potluck team, and even in like the minority programmers team, we're actually working on social authentication, like progressive custody type of onboarding, where you could log in with your Google Auth, make an organization account, and then rotate your keys and take full custody
Wow.
later. So yeah, that's like where there's a lot of I one of the things we see from Gitcoin and Giveth is actually a lot of the capacity and the community capacity is based on actually onboarding people, letting them know what quadratic funding is. And outside of this kind of initial, let's get the ecosystem aware of public goods, like we actually need to make it easier than donating on traditional applications as well. And yeah, it's pretty early. It's pretty early, but hit that donate button, add to your
Yeah, man.
cart.
I
Yeah.
did add it to actually this wallet. This is the team wallet, but I did add it to. I added you. I added. I think I added Shardog, and yeah, I was gonna look at public good. Interesting as well
Yeah.
because I had a guy who I don't want to mention names and I don't want to mention what was he trying to do, but he DM'd me and he wanted to create some sort of public good as well, but using a raffle. And for me myself as a person, I don't really like to engage with like raffling system or any some sort of like chance winning stuff like this. But to be honest, I could have recommended this one. I'll probably DM him today
Yeah.
and create in potluck. So, guys, if you are watching this right now, this is something good we can do, and not only we contribute to the near protocol as well and to the project itself, but we also, as the name it says, we do something good for the public. So scan the QR code, you can see the big one. This one will take you to potluck, is in the bus, built on the bus, integrated in the bus, so you can from there navigate. And if you have something to spare, do please donate and share your blessing with other people as well. You can find Web3 Plug, who is with
Mhm.
us right now. Twitter account is on the top left right there, so you can scan this
QR
QR
code.
code and
Scan it up.
you can follow him. I know Web3 Plug, you are into like we are focusing a lot in terms of potluck, but I know you are involved in any other thing within the
Onion,
ecosystem, right?
US, minority programmers.
Yeah.
And super, super, super quick, Zeus, before he jumps into that one, let me interrupt. Sorry. Uh, this reminded me actually. Russ and his proof of vibes little GIF reminded me to ask this. I see his Keep Austin Weird shirt. Um, how important do you think it is to keep near hippie deep down, and like how important do you like think that is for it to stay on that like kind of mission of, hey, public good, tech for good, this kind of stuff? And what happens if it slowly starts moving away from that? How important do you think that is?
I think, yeah, I think out of altruism and values, I think it plays an even bigger role in being a competitive layer one ecosystem and a competitive open web stack. And here is why I mentioned that. So like we were the first carbon neutral blockchain. We kind of set precedent in the industry. You saw other chains go from carbon friendly to carbon neutral, like Algorand. You see Hedara, adopt this. You see even Solana and Polygon. and then Ethereum switched to proof of work to proof of stake. You see Celo do this, and now they're actually using their fees to buy carbon credits. And a lot of the
Yeah.
projects that build on Celo, for example, are very mission oriented and aligned in that front. Where a lot of the climate projects and the whole ecosystem, I've seen projects naturally build on Celo that are in the carbon space and the impact space because the ecosystem is mission aligned. Um,
Mhm.
if you also look at how, for example, Optimism they pioneered something
Mhm.
called retro PGF or retroactive public goods funding, where they essentially
Mhm.
they've got different iterations. They're actually on retro PGF 3, the third round, as of now. But they basically have like badge holders. They use off-chain, on-chain tools to see projects and their impact, how many people fork them, their views, their contract interactions, to create a whitelist, of all these projects, and then they kind of donate large amounts of money from Optimism's DAO. And so, if you don't know what
Yeah.
Optimism is, it's a layer two rollup on Ethereum, and rollups have something called sequencers, and those sequencers have fees, and so they use their
Mhm.
sequencer fees to give back to the community who is building on not only Optimism but Ethereum as well. So if
Optimistic
you're a
love.
builder, yeah, and so if you're a builder and you're on Optimism, you kind of have that guarantee that hey, someone's gonna reward me a massive amount for building on
Mhm.
this. So people will naturally build, knowing that they have these funding, like they have the Gitcoin, they have the Give It, they have the Retro PGF. This idea of plural funding mechanisms. Right now,
Yeah.
it's really if you're an open source developer on Near or you're building something on Near, there is no guarantee that you'll get rewarded retroactively or even as of now, there was no way to directly reward people as
Mhm.
contributor to community member. So, and then speaking on the optimism kind of stack and how it bring more people naturally building up the community. Now you see kind of everyone building on optimism, and there's the idea of the OP stack, which in our equivalent we have Aurora Cloud. You can launch your own EVM on Near with the Rainbow Bridge with your own token. We have, in my opinion, a superior stack. But why is
Yeah.
everyone going to OP? And so, if you don't know, recently most of these new rollups that are coming out and about,
Mhm.
if you look at
Base.
Coinbase's base, if you look at Mantle, if you look at Zora, the NFT place, even Public Goods Network, which a lot of the Gitcoin rounds are being on top of, they are building on OP because of this, and they're getting market share as a result of that. And big
Mhm.
partnerships are building on optimism. And part of their deal that they're making, even with Base, for example, is a portion of these sequencer fees go directly back towards public goods. So you not only see like the hippie vibe, you see actual tangible like project acquisition costs, developer acquisition costs,
Mhm.
and a cultural shift on why people build in your ecosystem. And I think even coming from the Near Foundation, like it's a nonprofit, it is a foundation. The goal is to proliferate a robust ecosystem. We have to absolutely make sure that we're not just dependent on top down on the NDC. We're not just dependent on Near Foundation, but we
Yeah.
constantly hedge our bets, not even just on project funding, but on new funding mechanisms and ways for projects to get supported without having to constantly ask for money. And so, yeah, I'm a big believer that outside of keeping hippie and kind of attracting the people that do good, like we could have tangible business benefits as a competitive layer one.
Yeah. Dude, that was. I mean, you just made the bankless guys look like stupid when it comes to layer twos and explaining the difference between and like actually diving through the OP stack. That was, yeah, that's awesome, man. And I think you're so right. Like having that like reliability and fees generated, cash positive businesses. So like you said, you're not always waiting on bureaucracy to figure out what's going to get passed and what's not, and it doesn't stop you building. It doesn't like set you back compared to other chains. And yeah. Well, the cool news is Near will never ever need a layer two, right? Like that just came with it, right?
That's actually is shifting away from the topic in the comment. This is
Sure.
what I heard the last time when I was in a space with I think I was listening to Wax Space, and there was a couple names there, and they brought up Aurora into like, why do I actually need layer 2? Nier is basically doing everything what Aurora is supposed to do. There's a side comment in there about this one, but makes sense. But let's not
I
forget
mean,
also yeah.
I'm repping the Aurora, the Aurora face mask right now, actually. But I don't want to
I know, I
discount
know.
Aurora. I
Yeah,
think we've actually
maybe a
very
small brief. Yeah, because I have okay, for your information, I have all my near staked in the Aurora pool. Okay, I have been looking to it lately, and I think we need more education about Aurora when it's come to the near community, because people are just focusing literally on what near is doing. And I think Aurora is gonna be a big part of the next bull run. But just a small brief, maybe not to shift away from the topic, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts in Aurora, and I can see your face mask of Aurora actually from the start.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh man.
I think Aurora, it is our kind of OP stack, especially what they're doing with cloud. I think they make a lot of innovations in the space, and I think the rest of the engineering community has yet to keep up with what they're doing. I'm organizing a kind of abstraction hackathon in January, like 8th to 28th. A lot of like all over the world activations, and then also online. But one things I would really like to see is cross contract calls from Aurora here. Tri Solaris does this, but I think like we have such a disconnect where it feels like a layer two, but every transaction is happening on there. And I think we have to actually like fill in the gap of using Aurora as that bridge to not only access the EVM ecosystem, but to actually make it within one kind of user experience. Alex right now he's working on something called a transaction relayer, which is actually going to allow Near to show up as a network on MetaMask. So they're doing a lot of innovations like that. But I'm really
Oh,
excited to see what Aurora does, and I think we have this whole idea of chain abstraction and account aggregation, where you're using Near to make sub accounts on other chains and then transact on other chains. And so kind of this idea of using one global account to interact with all these chains, have Boss as kind of the unified attention layer, and really kind of double down on that user experience. And Aurora is always kind of a part of these conversations and these implementations on the technical side. So yeah, I'm bullish on Aurora. It's part of the near stack. I feel like there's a disconnect, but I feel like if you're any developers
There
out
is,
there,
yeah.
let's actually bridge that gap there as well. Um,
yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of my little 2 cents on Aurora. Jenna drops on Aurora. We build on Aurora. So yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Is there an implementation of Potluck on Aurora, like EVM chain compatible,
No,
or is it gonna
no.
always
So
be on bus?
um, like we could do. See, the thing is, we're right now we're thinking, okay, how do we build this natively on Near? And then if we do chain
Mhm.
abstraction, honestly, if I were to move this and add functionality for another chain, it would be through remote accounts, or it would be through non-EVM based applications. Because I've been in conversations with Gitcoin. One of the things they want is the Grand Stack, which is the portal. So they have the Allo protocol, which is like our contracts and everything put together. But the Allo protocol, like allocation protocol, is a collection of contracts that allow you to manage your grants, yada yada, your project registry, all the contracts under the hood is the Allo protocol. The Grand Stack is an example of a front end on that, and then Passport is their civil resistance. And so we kind of have our own versions of all these stacks, but it's very easy for them to add an EVM. It's very easy for them to go on Aurora. I much rather have them do that than us. But what they kind of do have like reluctance in is like expanding to other L1s. So I see this as a way we can use chain abstraction and remote accounts to actually bring public goods funding and change the narrative throughout the whole Web3 ecosystem. Outside of EVMs, kind of given our current stacks. And if you look at all the new age L1s, you've got the Cosmoses, you got the Substrates, you got the Move, which is Rust-based language, like Fuel, which is a Rust-based
Yeah.
language with Sway. All the new chains are building on Rust, and we kind of have the best Rust engineers in the near ecosystem. So I see it kind of more likely to use chain abstraction and to use Boss to essentially introduce public goods funding into non-EVM ecosystems. But I've been in conversations with Gitcoin, and I actually, and this is one of the things I was working on, but like while it was kind of late, I was cooking up. I want to build a grand
Yeah.
stack on Boss. So people can actually interact with Gitcoin directly on Boss, and then kind of make it
Wow.
Oh wow.
composable so that we can merge Gitcoin and near there. And we're building with this composability in mind. Like I'm at all these events where Gitcoin's at. the SDK, the like, is actually a set of contracts,
Mhm.
and it's really hard to plug in like our implementation into what they're doing. But I see in maybe a year and a year and a half when they have that built out a more multi-chain and composable SDK where you could interface with Potluck's contracts through Gitcoin. Because I love the work they do. I mentioned them like 15 times on this podcast. We were part of the open source round for Gitcoin's Grants 19, and I think to have a robust ecosystem where developers and projects know that they're going to get funded, we need this idea of
Mhm.
plural funding mechanism. So yeah, we wouldn't be here without Gitcoin, and we want to support them on every part of the stack.
Yeah. Question. Two questions. One, you've got to be a caffeine guy. I know you're a caffeine guy. Two, where did you start studying this?
I don't remember. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, to be honest, I was involved in some Gitcoin round a while back through minority
Yeah.
programmers. Uh, it's just like something you end up doing. I don't know. Like, even when I first started a hackathon, it was like me putting up money, asking people to code. Like, I don't really know the origins. I just know I've been in the game for a while. Um, yeah, like to be honest, like I don't remember how I got here. I just looked around and I'm like, this is where I'm at. But
Wow.
yeah,
This is like the most technical Nico morning show we've had. This is
Very
awesome.
technical,
We needed this.
yeah.
We needed this.
Yeah, we do. So okay, a part of Gitcoin, like you can put a bit of Gitcoin success and how big it is as well. Also because some of the airdrop in L2s did use Gitcoin as a criteria, right? So I think I don't think it's bad. If someone, hey, he's gonna go and try to donate, and in the campaign, and I think the last campaign they last Gitcoin received a big donation, which because people always expecting that is gonna be a part of the criteria. I really forgot what project did airdrop for people who did in the Gitcoin, but yeah, I mean, potluck. I hope we can see it as big as Gitcoin one day. And with the near protocol rallying, I think for the next year or next couple years, I think potluck will be a bigger player in the ecosystem, and that's what we actually want to see, because you will be able to support project, you will be able to give support for the public good, and that is very positive impact in the ecosystem. I really love the idea, to be honest. And after the show, I'm gonna go and take a look, put some donation. And I was DMing the guys here in NEKOMorningShow, the community. I was like, hey guys, this is really good. If you have something to spare, go and put some donation for the public good. That is pretty good. And I can really see that you are very passionate about it.
Yeah.
And I really love when someone is passionate about something, because this is where people can succeed. And especially, for example, me and Nono, when we started this show, man, we only started it in TikTok. We had barely a couple people watching, but yeah, when you are passionate about something, I mean, if you want to look about something, if it's gonna succeed or no, look at the people who's behind it, building it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we have a big community that this stuff is fascinating to all of us. Plug, if we were gonna get anywhere close to where you are now, as far as knowledge on this stuff, even if you don't remember where you started, where would you recommend we start from a learning standpoint, so we can throw around this stuff and like know what you're saying and like be able to build stuff like that? Where would you suggest they go first to start learning this?
Yeah, I mean, so originally when I was saying we started this kind of impact-based community, it was like near impact, and so this is kind of one of the grassroots styles we started. I put actually resources, everything I'm learning, I just share it. That's the thing. If you look at all the builder groups, if you're part of that, like literally, I'm learning live in front of everybody. I'm sharing resources, and yeah, it happens live. So go to nearimpact.org/telegram. That's our Telegram group. It's around 300 community members. Yeah, I'm sharing resources all day, every day. Lectures I learn, books, anything like that, I'm sharing with the community. I highly recommend Green Pill Network. Kevin Owaki, the founder of Gitcoin, he has this podcast series. It started as a book, a podcast series, and now it's a collection of localized communities all around the world. And Green Pill Network, the idea of getting green pilled, he has a lot of these concepts and that we put into practice in a product sense of things. Then there's also Funding the Commons. Funding the Commons is a hackathon. Well, it is a conference series that now added hackathons and builder residencies, where they all about their selling point for different public goods. And
Hmm.
they bring people, for example, just had one in Taiwan. And yeah, that was kind of mixing kind of the labor movement and the government and bringing different Taiwanese government officials with the traditional public goods kind of infrastructure people. They just had one in Turkey. They just had one in Paris and Berlin, and they have all their kind of 2 day jam-packed contents online as well. And we're actually doing one about AI public goods in
Mhm.
around 420 weekend in San Francisco. So be on the lookout for that. Funny the Comments was a spin out from Protocol Labs. So I love the work that they're doing. And I mentioned the word Shelling Point. That's also the name of the Gitcoin meetups that happen there. And they have a lot of alpha content there as well. So definitely also my homies at RefiDAO. RefiDAO is also another localized community where it is essentially a bunch of nodes and they're more focused on impact, regenerative finance, climate, and they got a pretty deep network as well. But a
Oh,
lot of us are very in our bubble in the Web3 space. That's what I really like about public goods funding and changing that culture. It doesn't just bring people trying to get money out of tokens or NFTs or look at this
yeah.
as financial freedom. People look at this as liberation of our communities. People look at this as a way to make impact in the world. And I go to Web3 events year round. Like I don't have a home. I'm on these streets everywhere around the world. I'm a recurring character, and the events that I value the most are all these like shelling points and fun in the comments because like we're in this game to make a difference, to make a change. I'm not really necessarily in it to make money. I know if I make a positive impact on society, I will get rewarded. And I think the people in the public good space have that mentality and that mindset. And this is the energy that will attract the best people and the best founders and actually build real use cases. So I
Yeah.
highly like encourage people to interact with these communities because we're not experts. Like I don't know about Web 2. I'm a Web 3 native guy. So even today I'm learning about traditional, donor advised funds and like how pensions and plan giving and all that stuff are working now. I think that don't think you're not an expert because we all bring a piece of the pie to understand how to solve these problems. And I don't think anyone's actually solved these problems. We're talking about Gitcoin. They raised 50 million, but if you look at the top 10 platforms for online giving, that's not even up there. That's not even top 10, top 20, none of that. So just even from the giving perspective, we haven't penetrated that market, and there's a lot that we can learn. So I highly encourage like not to just come and learn, but if you're in the traditional Web2 space, in the nonprofit work, if you have a community you care about, like come to this like community and then share your information with me because I'm here to learn as well.
Wow. That
Wow,
was that
amazing.
was
Yeah.
inspiring and not the typical what got people into Web3 type of talk. So thank you. We could all learn from that. All be more community focused, all more like public goods focused. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I
question:
know it has been
Will
45
there?
minutes. If you need to
Yeah.
roll
But
soon, good.
yeah. Sorry. Question. Last question. I think, and we are about to approach the 45 minute with the Web3 plug. We're gonna leave the last 20 minutes for the community, guys. I know a lot of you are asking me question in the chat about Nico, but we will just finish this one first with the Web3 plug. A really great
Yeah.
information there, and I'm really honored to actually be contribute a little bit me and Nono with the potluck. But question I have seen in the comment as well, people requesting, will there be any support to other native token other than Near? Will be able, for example, to support Nico token as a donation or accept USDC, for example, USDT, other tokens, they're all, it's always gonna be only Near.
Originally I wanted an MVP. We kind of scrapped it. Yeah, we kind of scrapped that from the MVP just because we're rushing to get quadratic funding and funding pools out, and then kind of shift the narrative in the ecosystem. If you go to potluck.io/feedback, that directly leads to an issue request on our backlog on GitHub, and then we'll just prioritize it accordingly if a lot of the community wants that. But yeah, we haven't added fungible token support like USDC or Nico or any tokens as of now, but it's in the roadmap. But our roadmap is pretty long, so yeah, that's one thing. But if you guys
Sweet.
are trying to throw down Nico tokens, then like, and it really has a demand, we'd integrate. But yeah, it got scrapped
I
from like
think Nico community will be interested to contribute a little bit. So we have a lot of big bag holders as well. Shout out to our Nico community, but it's gonna be very interesting that we can actually
Yeah.
get some Nico token support. Hey, maybe we can actually work on some sort of like campaign or project launching to support certain things, a good thing, positive impact for the Near ecosystem with Nico, So I think we still have the DM in Telegram. I think Escobar will be interested in this one as well. But hey,
Yeah.
guys, you heard it. If you want Nico support, you can request it.
I mean, if,
Yeah.
if you
Go
guys are
go run up their
developers,
socials, guys.
yeah,
What's up?
if you guys are developers as well, like our contracts are open source. This is what I love about. Turned out my homie actually started Bonk. I didn't even realize it, and they're actually doing a bounty right now with Giving Block and donating like Bonk tokens to nonprofits right now. And so I think I like their model at how they like actually like get developers to integrate. I would love
Mm.
for developers to start taking all these features. That's why we made it open source. So if you guys want to add Nico fungible token support into us, focus on Boss, make your own kind of front ends. That's a quick way to expedite that. And we also have bounties for those building public goods as well in our budget. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
Is the
Awesome.
bounty released in Hero's site, for example, or do you guys have it in your Telegram or
nah, just
your
just
community?
hop on our Telegram. We're just saying like I just be like sending devs different stuff as of now. I don't have time for the bounty. I need
Eh,
to. I need to put on heroes. Jordan was telling me, but yeah, just
yeah,
just
it's pretty
hop
good
on the
site,
Telegram.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I know we have a builder and developer within the community, Nathan X man. If you are still if you are awake yet, but he's gonna catch up with the episode later. Nathan X can actually help to build the front end for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have been 45 minutes into the show. Web3 Plugman, thank you so much. Really,
Yeah.
we really appreciate. We really appreciated that you come here and give us an explanation what potluck is. I'm actually happy that we will be able to contribute a little bit, as I said, in terms of content and maybe the shorts and everything that we'll put to bring more eye opening on how good things things you are guys doing. So I lost my English a little bit there, but man, if you have any outro, no, if you have any more question, man, feel free to do so.
I was just impressed, and I was honored to have you on the call with us. This was really cool. This was an eye opener for me, and you definitely made me more bullish on Aurora and like thinking about like recentering priorities. So thank you.
All right, thank you so much for having me. Love being on here,
Yeah,
and yeah, see everybody.
sounds
See
good.
you, man.
We'll see you soon, man.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Web3 Plugman. What a great guy, man. Guys, come on. Like the site literally is, to do something good. And yeah, if you made some good money with Nico, go ahead and donate some of it to the community, to something good, or to a project that deserves some support, we would this will be awesome actually. And hey man, we should ask the community, guys, who from you is a builder and who know how to develop things, and maybe we can get we can get someone to build the front end from there, and maybe try to launch a campaign around that, to the public good. I want something that give a positive impact for like near, this is what I want, a positive impact for the ecosystem.
Yeah,
What do
man.
you think of this, man? I think this is gonna be a great idea, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we should push to get integrated, and yeah, that would be really cool. Really,
Yeah.
really cool.
So I'm gonna get fix my setup with the TikTok here. You can unmute your side, no, right now, and yeah, I'll just get the phone and we can just be straight to TikTok rather than the bridging thing. So give me
Yeah, man.
2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, you got it. All right, y'all. While he's doing that, I'm running you through a couple things. Obviously, this last weekend was pretty exciting, especially for people that have been here this whole time. Quick look at the markets. Bitcoin took a dump, went back down to, at the time of recording, 41,781, and ETH is about 2,227. Bitcoin dominance is actually down below 50%. It was at 54% last week and leading up to this. So it's a big change. For the crypto investors, I mean, besides just like what awesome stuff we just heard, obviously be very careful with waiting to see altcoins pump, everything bleeding against Bitcoin. The baby's doing great. Stanley, thank you for asking, guys. It's honestly awesome to be back. My wife was like, hey, like, aren't you tired? Gotta go to bed soon type thing. And I was like, honestly, I'm just excited to be back with the community because it's been a hot minute. It felt like a really long time, which I don't know what, 1-2 weeks it was a long time, but it felt like even longer. So yeah,
No,
we're
by the
excited.
way, when you are not here, people came up with the baby thing. So that's what they're gonna spam you with. They
the
want the
baby
baby airdrop as well. Baby token airdrop.
Yeah.
So
No, I came
the
up with baby
community have, yeah, the community have been asking that. I was like, hey guys, go and spam no. Get the baby
Yeah.
airdrop if you want
I
to.
don't know if I'm gonna
But
airdrop
yeah.
to the community with that, but I got the baby airdrop, and I highly recommend you do as well. Just a reminder from the jump side of things, tranche number 1 did sell out this Friday. We've even seen volume going into other things too on jump, like we were just talking the Zomland sale. I don't even know it's still active because marketing was not what it should have been for that, and people are pouring capital into that too. So stay tuned on the jump Twitter. The tranche number 2 will be coming soon. It'll be the same. I think it's going to be the same allocation, same number. So tell a friend to tell a friend, and all that stuff. What else?
It's gonna
Yeah, that was
be
really
a bit
interesting.
higher. I think 5 to 10% higher in
Oh,
terms of the
okay.
price.
Did not know that.
I think that's what
Do
they
we know
talked
if?
yesterday in the meeting. Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you know if any of that's coming from the like Telos exploit side, or if it's just the same?
I think
You're trying-
I think it's gonna be separate. The Telos side is people who participated will be getting a refund. They have been asked to fill a form, and for people who decided to stay, they were allocated double the amount of jump. So congrats, guys! For if you stayed, you will be getting the double amount of jump you paid for. But this is
Yeah.
pretty good, to be honest. I have not. I was about to participate in the Telos campaign. I got a little bit busy moving the fund. I said, okay, I will do it later on, and then the
It's a
exploit
good
happened.
thing you
So
didn't.
I got lucky with this one, to be honest. I got very lucky with this one. But guys, the tranche 2 is gonna be out very very soon, and you will guys be able to participate in the Jump DeFi private sale. But there's one thing. Okay, guys, hit me the Nico question. Okay, sure. Send me Nico question, guys. What's up? And yeah, man, I think a lot of majority of the community is actually sleeping right
Yeah.
now. But I'm trying to figure out. There we go. Okay, I kind of got used to this background. Maybe we should change the
Yeah,
picture a little bit to a
and it
different
works.
design.
Hey, while he's waiting for the Nico questions to come in, I just want to cover something once again. We are so excited that the pump is, or the price has been going crazy. And yes, it's down in the last 24 hours. That's been awesome. But just we put it out on our Twitter the other day. Our mission statement is still the same. Hey, if community token goes up in price, that's awesome. That's great. We have the infrastructure with the different fee line allocations. We have the infrastructure with the IFO and the stake and bake. We have all these things in good tokenomics in play. But once again, we primarily are a Web3 specifically near content creation thing. So going back to our mission statement, what are we bullish on? We're bullish on caring about the ecosystem. We're bullish on creating educational content, connecting Nearians to projects, covering ecosystem events, covering ecosystem projects, creating bridges to other ecosystems, curating a robust community, and creating jobs for Nearians. Just like the tweet as well says here, I shouldn't have clicked on it. It's never going to load on this computer. It's never going to load. Hold up. One sec. Gosh dang it. Oh, Nico pumping or pamping just happens to be the icing on the cake. When you care for an ecosystem, the ecosystem will care for you. When you create consistently, people will notice. When you execute well, excitement spreads. When you move forward, no matter what, followers gather. So
Yeah.
that's just something to say. We're very, very grateful for all y'all's support in this stuff, and price action has been awesome, and I'm glad that some of y'all have really gotten rewarded because of that, especially those that have been around for so long. But yeah,
Man, you remind me, man. You remind me. I saw a big giveaway coming in from Nico Twitter,
so
which is
there's a lot.
260k.
Huh?
260k giveaway you have.
280 for 28,000 followers.
280,000. Where is the tweet? Let's share it with the guys. So there
Yeah,
is a giveaway of 280,000 Nico token, guys. And you can participate in this one by just liking, retweeting, and sharing, tagging your friend. And you will be able to enter the giveaway. This is a big one from Nono, actually. I haven't, I saw it today. I was like, damn, Nono, what's up?
I mean, it's from the Nico account. It's not like I'm giving my own Nico away. I've been bullish
Yeah,
on
but
Nico
it's
for a long
still
time,
a
but
generous allocation.
yeah, it is. Yeah. Also, that will be because it's not specified. That'll be going to one winner, by the way, 280,000.
How
It's
many
going to one
winners?
winner. Yeah,
How many?
yeah. It's going to one winner because it wasn't
One
said
winner.
otherwise. One winner, not
Oh,
four getting seven. It's one winner.
okay.
280. So that's
Okay, that's pretty good one. That's massive.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
I like this one. I like this one. But crazy guys that yeah. Okay. The thing is with Nico Token, it's great that it happened. We love it. You know, us
Mhm.
as a team, we don't worry. We are still holding our tokens. Trust me. But it doesn't matter. To be honest, we love that the community benefits a lot from it, and we are happy for everyone.
Yeah.
But as Nuno said, we will keep doing what we are doing, regardless
Mhm.
of how the token is performing, which will
Mhm.
be the number one social media Web3 news in Near Protocol, content creation about the Near Protocol and Web3 in general, as well help to empower the community and
Right.
empower the content creator. So our content creator within the Nico Morning Show have managed to bank approximately 4 million ish each one of them before the pump, which is pretty massive when it's come to this
Yeah.
one. And that was for 1 month work, guys. Literally, I think 4 or 5 days of
Yeah.
work that was in the
Yeah.
month. It's not like every day. So
Yeah.
congrats for the one who was holding Metal Pony. I'm talking to you. And hard luck for the one who did not, guys. This is how crypto is. You don't know how things go, you know.
Yeah. And y'all, well,
But
while
yeah,
the price is entertaining and fun, you can bet that we're going to push to get integrated as much as we can and use this excitement because it is a social token. It is a meme coin. It will not always be super high up. So we're going to push as much utility as we can. We're going to integrate as much as we possibly can. And there was something else I had. Dang, there was something else I had. It totally slipped my mind. I don't know. I'll look while you're talking.
okay, guys, we will not drag the
Oh, hey,
show
I found
further.
it.
Yeah.
I found
What
it.
is?
Can I go?
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead,
cool.
man.
Thanks, man. So hey, let me just actually let me screen share this one. This will be worth the screen share. Let me screen share this one. So if you guys haven't noticed, the Near Foundation is on a copy pasta marketing spree for our stuff. That is, I would say, pretty insane. Oh, I can't share. Okay, I share window. There we go. Cool. Okay, so check this out right here. Oh. Okay, so Dave Morrison is the chief marketing head of social media for Near Protocol. They're on a spree, and they're literally just repeating our mission statement. It says, Nico's community-driven project that powers the creator economy on Near Protocol by rewarding content creators and viewers, aims to raise awareness and adoption of Near Protocol. Literally, everybody's been saying this. So
No, you are sharing your restream.
Anyway, just look at the Nico Twitter and you'll see that. Yeah, because I have to.
I got you, man. I get you.
Anyway, it's
I'll
exciting. It's exciting that literally the Near Foundation, like biggest individuals, are literally just saying it over and over, like what we do. So
That's what we are
keep your
talking
eyes up.
about.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
You're the man.
So
Keep your
this
eyes up.
is
You never
this
know.
is it, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a copy paste thing. You can go and do it. I haven't done it yet because I woke up straight to my kid's school, straight back to the podcast. So I'm gonna go after this show and do it. Plus, I will start distribution to the Learn to Earn, which I have over 50 wallet. Oh god, it's gonna take forever, man, to send
Gosh.
you. So that's gonna me creating 50 to 60 transactions today and record it actually and record each transaction. So that's gonna take few hours, guys, but because it's done manually and it's done by me only, so if you participated in the Learn to Earn, do please be patient. We will distribute the reward today and we will launch another Learn to Earn. So Learn to Earn will be launching every day. Every day there are gonna be a Learn to Earn. If you guys have been here since the last year, you know how Learn to Earn works. Ever since I come, I changed the structure of it a bit. So if you have not participate, each task have up to 3 days. So you still, I think, have 1 day to participate. Even though I send the reward, I still can send you in the next batch. Each reward will be sent within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so Learn to Earn is a great way for you guys to earn some free Nico tokens. For Thursday, we're gonna have El Cafe Cartel. We're gonna have some NFTs from the El Cafe Cartel to give it away as well.
Nice.
And it's gonna be a great episode actually. Let's see what El Cafe Cartel doing. But for now, guys, no have not sleep yet, and I have like 2 hours of sleep since yesterday. I can't even open my eyes properly. But thank you guys all for showing up. We will do a fast giveaway here. Thanks for Fandix for providing the name of the list. If you have been in the show for a bit time, I'm not saying you should have joined from the start, but at least at the half part of it, your name is in there. If you join at the end, unfortunately your name is not included, but we will next time maybe for the next episode. So the poly guy, I think your name was not included because you just joined, I think, the last 10 minutes ago. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna give some Nico tokens today. We are not giving jump tokens today. We will give away some Nico tokens, and we have a lot of people. How many Nico tokens do you think we should give them for each?
No more than 250.
It's huh?
I said no more than 250, but that's a lot. Like 5 winners of 50. I don't know.
To 50,000?
We can do way less actually, Seuss, by your
No, I want you to go to Coin Market Cap and check how much the 250 right now.
Well, no,
I'm
I
pretty sure you.
understand how much it is for sure,
250
but
is
I don't
big,
know.
man.
I mean,
You shocked me, man. You shocked me.
they were here when it was worth nothing, and now they're here when it's
You
worth
shocked
something.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah,
yeah,
well,
please.
guys, we used to 250 is not to even be that much, to be honest. Right now, let's look at the Nico token,
Hey,
just a
content
little bit. So
creation and Web3 near Web3 education is the backbone of Nico, is it not? So the people that are here that are learning, I don't care if they get fat payouts. They deserve it. Unless we get told that we need to
250, man,
allocate
is
funds.
around $80. No.
Okay, so divide that by 5 and people almost get $20 each.
Wow. Okay, guys. I guess let me calculate, man. I should have figured out how much I'm gonna give away before. I did not calculate, but let me just do some calculation to make sure that we can give away that much. Okay, and if
Yeah,
you don't
for me.
mind, I will be adjusting it a little bit.
Hey, how about for
But
my baby airdrop? I'll airdrop some alpha to y'all. That'll be my baby
yeah,
airdrop to y'all.
give us the alpha, man. Give us the alpha.
One, if you aren't paying attention in the Jump DeFi server, there's a trading chat that's open, and Delir is dropping his thoughts on what you should do with trading right now. Two, if you look at ETH NFTs, if you're looking into ETH NFTs at all, look into Steady Stack. Look into Steady Stack. Three, I onboarded a really, really big content creator that we've had here on the show before, but a really big content creator across multiple platforms who gets millions of views on Reels, all this stuff. I am onboarded him hardcore to Near yesterday, and he was obsessed with it, and he was picking up website. He was registering domains and all stuff like crazy. He's like, dude, this is insane. I can't believe I didn't know about this earlier. And I funny enough, I still had the recovery phrase from his wallet because I got him one for his personal name and one for his brand. And I sent him to them forever ago. He forgot them. It's a good thing I still had the seed phrases because there were some Nico tokens in there that I sent him forever ago, which is now a good amount of money. Long story short, more people are coming over to Near. We're early. This is a good. Near has its own L2. We don't need a separate L2. It's AI focused. It's green. I mean, the whole reason Algo ever ran last bull run was because it was green. It wasn't even green first. Like, I didn't even know that we beat them to being green. That's awesome. Algorand is nothing compared to Near. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, there's your alpha. Tune into the Jump trading chat, NFA DYOR. Look at Steady Stack if you're looking at ETH NFTs, and people are coming. So thank you for everybody that's been here. Yeah, I'll look honestly.
Actually, he invited me to Stacks, I think, but man, I'm so busy. Like, no joke, guys. I have not have any time to even sit with my family for like 2 weeks. I'm not kidding, to the
believe
point that my wife said, "You're a workaholic." I told her, "Okay, I'm sorry." But yeah, we will be getting a bit of vacation because I was talking with Nana yesterday. I was like, check the private chat, Nana, by the way. I was like,
Yeah, I did.
man,
It's gonna take me a hot minute to import that. I haven't been in
I
that
don't
wallet
have the
before.
hot.
Huh?
You have to. We'll talk about it after
Oh,
the
I
show.
know how
We'll
to
figure
check
it
it.
out. Yeah, you'll have to talk about it after the show. But guys, we will give away 100,000 Nico token divided by 5 winners. Each winner
Okay.
will get 20,000 Nico token. I think this is fair. Nono was a little bit generous, right?
A little bit generous. That's right.
Yeah, very generous there. But this is still a pretty good one. But anyway, guys, let's dive into it. And that will be 5 winners. Yeah, that will be a $20 I think giveaway as far as I calculated it for each. No, for each. Wait, let me do that.
20,000 Nico, not $20.
That's $30, guys. Giveaway here. $30 giveaway for 5 winners. We are giving away to 5 winners from the people in the wheel. So if you joined the show from at least half of it, you have been included. If you joined at the last 10 minutes, guys, I'm sorry, but it's a bit late. And yeah, let's hit the wheel, guys, and good luck, everyone. Let's see who's gonna pull this wins today. I'm sure a lot of people are excited with this one. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
We'll close the shampoo ad for a bit. Come on, man. It almost went to Penguin, guys. Charles, congratulations.
Congrats,
Guys,
Charles.
if you win, please take a screenshot, okay, and submit it in Discord. Open a ticket in Discord. Submit it with your wallet. No screenshot, no giveaway.
No rewards.
Okay? You have to take a screenshot for you to get it. All right? And after, please post your wallet, so I will send it to you afterward. Okay? So we will not keep going back and forth. As well, after you claim it, please close the ticket. Guys, don't wait me to close the ticket. You're supposed to close the ticket after. We are not supposed to close the ticket because we keep the ticket open unless you have any other question. You're supposed, after you find it, to close it, you know. So Charles, congratulations, and we still have 4 winners. Nathan X-Man, you're pretty late for this one, bro. Kingwin is trying to Kingwin is like, it's like a magnet on Kingwin. John, congratulations, man. Please take a screenshot, open ticket in Nico Discord server with your wallet and approve that this is your account. Is it gonna go beside Kingwin again? Jasmine Vera, congratulations for 20,000 Nico token. Please take a screenshot and open a ticket. So we have 3 winners. We have only 2 last winners, guys. Hey man, it's London for you. Keep losing them. Blessing Alabi, congratulations, man. Okay, follow the instruction, please. And for the last one we have will be Kingwin, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Vimy. Congrats, Vimy. What it wins when one of the OGs. Congrats, Vimy, for winning, man. Take a screenshot. You know the drill. So, guys, congratulations for everyone who showed up. If you did not win, don't worry. I think we had a lot of names. We could have lowered it a bit, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Quick poll. Okay, I'm not gonna count the people who win. But a quick poll. Do you want to have 10,000 each for 10 winners? I actually should have done that, man. We have a lot of people in the wheel. 10,000 each for 10 winners or 20,000 each for 5 winners?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
10K each, 10 winners, guys. Okay. I veto this one. All right. So because we have a lot of names, guys, I will veto it, and that's what we call democracy in real world. Anyway, anyway, we will do another 5, guys. So 10K each for 10 winners. Okay. So Kingwin, congratulations, man. You know the drill. Yeah, we will set me and Nono and adjust this giveaway things. We'll figure it out. Adinugba, I don't know how to read this one, man. I'm sorry. Congratulations, man. Khalid, man, congratulations. And who else we have? We have Pandex, congratulations. And one more to go, guys. One more to go. Oh, Metal Pony. Okay. Katastan, congratulations as well. Okay, guys, this is the 10 winners. Screenshot this one. You need to screenshot when I draw you guys, okay? If you didn't screenshot it you won't be claiming the giveaway. Anyway, Fandix, please forward me all the winners. I'm gonna take it just for reference, guys. You need to provide some sort of proof that you own that account. But anyway, guys, if you did not win today, don't worry. We still have another giveaway. Will be on Thursday. The Nico Morning Show goes live every Tuesday and Thursday at the same time, guys, which 8 a.m. UTC. So better luck next time for the people who win. Congratulations, guys. Next time we're gonna have NFT. You really don't want to miss the next episode. Anyway, no, any final statement, man, and we can end this.
I'm just super happy to be back, man. It's good to be here. It's been too
Yeah.
long. So
We missed
see
you,
you
man.
guys again.
Everyone missed you, man.
and thanks, y'all.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for showing up.
You're welcome,
Thank
dude.
you for the support. We really appreciate it. The Nico Morning Show success goes for the hard working we did, me and Nono, but as well goes with you guys, the community who supported us all the way through it. We are 5 seasons. And if you count the season 0, we have done 6 seasons so far. We have accomplished many things with our community. So thank you guys so much for the support and for showing up. Learn to earn, and everything we have in Nico is there to empower the community, is there to help you establish and onboard you to Near Protocol. So if you are new to Near Protocol, we will have a TLDR written version with a shard dog inside it that will be posted later on in our Twitter. This link will take you to Near Socials, where you will have a TLDR written version. This time it will be written by Kingwin, and our short videos will be edited by Metal Pony, will be posted in our other platform. But for the TLDR thread, guys, you need to claim all the shard dogs. You need to like, repost, and comment, and you will enter a giveaway for a classic kangaroo. Classic kangaroo is worth so much, and they are basically money printer. The giveaway will happen at the end of the season, with the one and only, the favorite among everyone who have been here from the start, Jana, as the guest finale. Okay, Kingwin was very happy when he studied that Jana is coming. So, guys, thank you so much again, and see you again in Thursday.
I'll see y'all Thursday.